Welcome, foolish mortals, to YUK time.
Live from New York, it's YUK time. It's me, Yucko number 1. Joining me here, as usual, are Yuckos number 2 and 3.
Are we really gonna call ourselves Yuckos?
It's been set in stone. It has already been the case for three goddamn months. So
I am a Chicagoan.
Yeah, actually, that's good. Chicagoan. I like that.
Chicagoan. We don't live in Chicago. We live in New Yuck.
Flipping Sherman off people around the corner.
Oh, my buddy Sherman. My cat has come out for the first time we've ever recorded one of these episodes.
I flipped him off and he came out more.
It is only perfect that my black cat has come in here
with one eye.
With one eye, too.
My one-eyed black cat
Very cute.
has come in here to introduce himself as the mascot of YUK Time because this episode is about luck or lack thereof.
Really?
Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. This may or may not come out the week before Friday the 13th. It's the 13th episode, so.
Okay.
You know, kismet.
13th episode.
It just works out perfectly.
13th episode. 13th episode.
The 13th reason.
Fuck. All right. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Boo.
Talking boo. Fuck you booing me for, bitch. Don't put anything down on this table.
Do y'all believe in superstitions?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Sure. I guess.
You talking about Friday the 13th? We might as well bust it down like that.
When my luck isn't doing so well,
what superstitions?
You bet your ass I get superstitious.
Like, what are particular superstitions, if any, that you believe in?
Things are going really, really good. Something really, really bad's about to happen.
Okay.
That's just a general one. It's really broad.
The pendulum swing?
Yeah. I mean, like, or the old line, don't let the gods see you happy.
My superstition is anytime I'm told, oh, hey, we're going to Red Lobster, I know I'm going to have the worst fucking day of my life.
John explained this to me earlier.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is about Red Lobster, the restaurant chain, where every single fucking time that I go, some awful shit happens that ruins my entire experience.
Like what?
Like, this is just one example, but, like, one of the last times I went, like, the waitress was, like, annoying as shit, and my brother was really young, and he ordered crab legs for whatever reason. Like, he wasn't even 10 years. He was probably, like, 6, right? He's like, I want crab legs.
Yeah, because they're cool.
Sure.
5.
Well, just because, like, he was a weird kid, and he would eat lots of weird shit. Like, he ate a
crab
cockroach.
legs is 5.
He ate a cockroach off the fucking floor once, and it was dead for, like, days.
Cockroaches and crabs are the same thing, pretty much.
Yes, they are. Anyway, no, this fucking bitch waitress was leaning over our like she comes over with our food, right? Puts my wonderful, beautiful like shrimp scampi with pasta in front of me, and I'm so ready to eat this. It's piping hot. It looks beautiful. I'm so ready to eat, and then my brother's like, I don't know what to do with the crab legs. And it wasn't sufficient enough for my parents to help him with the crab legs, so the waitress was like, "Oh, let me show you." And where I'm sitting, like at this booth, right? It's like I'm on the end, my brother's in the middle, my mom's on the other side. So this fucking cunt waitress is leaning in front of me with her big dumb like 70-year-old titties, like in between me and my fucking food, for like 15 minutes while she cracks open my brother's stupid fucking cocksucking crab legs. Right? And I am murderously fucking angry that I'm not able to eat my goddamn meal that is sitting right there in front of me between this pair of fucking goddamn ancient tits.
You know what you could have done, right?
What?
You could have been like, it's like, hey, excuse me.
No, because I tried, and they were like, just give me a minute. So I'm just sitting there, waiting to eat my fucking food, and by the time this bitch is done, it's cold. My food is fucking cold.
That's the worst thing.
Fuck Red Lobster.
Wait. His whole 24 hours got ruined by that. That's
well, not only that, it's like
But he predicted it too. That's what make it crazy.
That's the thing, because like this wasn't the first time that this has happened. This wasn't the first incident. This was like after several previous incidents.
How about you tell him about your grandpa?
Rest in peace to my grandpa. I don't want to fucking dig that.
You don't have to. You don't have to. I didn't think it was too wrong. Like I think it's kind of funny.
No, I'm just annoyed telling the story. Really. Colter was trying to bait a much funnier reaction out of me than I think he ultimately did, and now he's on his phone. So that's where we're at with this episode now.
All right.
The story just petered out. Like, should have made something up.
Did you want me to pick my knife up and stab the waitress to
Yeah,
death in my story?
that would have been interesting.
Or what the fuck?
Or she stabs you for no reason. You know?
Yeah, she stabbed me in my fucking eye.
Yeah,
now I only have one eye.
Something about... Yeah, she reminds you of somebody like who...
Allow me to pull my eye out in front of my two co-hosts right now to demonstrate.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Charleston White.
Wait. Yeah, pop it out.
Okay.
Why would it hurt if you could remove it easily?
Now give it here.
I was lying. I wasn't telling the truth about that part. I gotta realize still. I was
Give it over.
Well, you shouldn't lie.
Here you go.
Look, the Sherman won one. He came back.
Could you fucking washed it first?
Sherman
What do you want me to do?
Wash your shit before you hand it
Wash
to
my
somebody else.
shit. It's a perfectly good fucking eye. I just ripped it out of my head for you.
John, you're scaring your cat.
Do you wash
Fuck that cat. He already only had one eye.
Do you wash your
I'm
apples?
new to this shit.
Go away, Sherman. You don't want to hear this.
Do you wash your fruits?
Do I wash my what?
Your fruit.
I don't buy fruit. What do I look like? Some kind of healthy person? I just ripped my own fucking eye out in front of you.
I wash my fruit.
This eye's gay.
God, this hurts.
He said this eye's gay.
This is the gayest eye I've ever seen.
Well, that was the eye removal bit. Because I'm not the only... I'm not keeping up being the only person
You
in character.
killed it.
Well, you want me to just pretend that I didn't have an eye for the rest of the episode?
It's called yes and. No, it's not gay. You figure
it's
something
not
out.
gay.
You figure something out.
No, you can't be yes and be like, no, it's not.
But no, you explain yourself. It's like, oh, it's yeah. Like I don't know. It's just it's.
You calling my eye gay isn't good yes and for me to bounce off.
That's the thing about improv. You don't always need to have the best premise.
Whose line is it anyway?
It's about what you work with.
Whose line of coke is it anyway? Fucking shit.
Yeah.
God.
But yeah, you have pretty gay eyes.
Fuck you.
He's drawing.
You have pretty gay everything,
John.
you fucking bitch.
You're right, I do.
You know what they say. It takes one to know one.
Mm-hmm.
They could say that about literally anything.
That's right.
What are some scary movies that we've seen recently now that it's Spooktober?
Oh, I saw X.
Saw X.
It's actually pretty good.
Would you like to give your review really
Yeah, I
quickly?
could give a review of Saw. Wait, is the writer's strike still happening?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that means that we can finally give reviews.
Shh. Okay, Hassan. You fucking scrub.
Can't scab.
I mean, the actor strike is still going on.
I really don't.
Can't fucking
I really don't
shit.
understand the rules with that. Like, you can't talk about movies on.
It's a solidarity. It's just purely a solidarity thing.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like as long as studio shit's getting promoted, then that's goes against the strikers.
Oh, sure. Wait, really? Oh, well.
Well,
I
yeah,
think we
because
talked
they're
about
not
movies
getting
all the time.
compensated for their shit. So why should the studios? That's the argument.
Well, we on this podcast, we all support pirating.
Yes.
Yeah, pirate, torrent, stream, however you can do it.
Do what you want because a pirate is free.
Yeah.
Yes.
However you need to do it, whatever you got to do. Like, steal shit all the time.
Of course.
Constantly.
I do it all the time.
Steal shit arbitrarily, honestly.
Steal ice cream from your local
Do you
Morton
all remember the
Williams.
first time you learned how to steal, or if y'all was taught how to steal, or if like the first thing you stole?
I remember
I mean,
What
my
was the
older
first thing I
sibling
stole?
was sort of getting shit off of like you remember like Bear Share, like there's like shitty like sort of knockoff like Kazaa platforms where they would just like list a bunch of these random ass torrents. right?
Right.
And then like you just download whatever. But like they would list like something and say, you know, it was one thing when it was really another. So it's like, oh, I'm trying to download this MP3 of like, you know, fucking Christina Aguilera, you know, back in the year 2001. Oh no, it's a picture of a dick.
Right.
So like shit like that would happen. It's like you don't know what you're getting into if you're not savvy.
You talk about pirated on the internet.
I'd be a little less supportive of if we're still in like the VHS or the DVD era.
Yeah.
I might be a little less supportive of torrenting, just a little bit, because while I understand it, because there's just ways that like some movies you just can't get any other way.
Yeah.
You know, but or it's very, very difficult to come across them. But like you know, I think that you know, with streaming and the advent of that, like shit's just, you know, it's like you can't give movies a second life anymore. It used to be that they get released and then they come out on DVD or VHS, and they'd have a second life. They'd make almost as much money as they made.
I
in
would
the box
disagree
office
insofar
Maybe more.
as there are movies that arguably have a second life on streaming now, where really that's the, you know, the only thing that's changed is the availability factor of the medium.
Right.
You know.
I'm getting a fucking contact high from the joint that
Sorry.
Tess is smoking right now. Jesus.
I'll put this
Oh.
The last time
it was sitting there for a minute.
the last time I had Colter smoke weed, he lost his fucking mind and he couldn't speak. He couldn't say words.
We watched that episode of Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
And there was that part with Mr. Frundles.
And he lost his shit.
Yeah, no, I really got
I'm Mr. Frundles.
no, it was so cute. And I love Mr. And also Mr. Frundles sounds like something out of my brain.
Right, yeah. So it just clicked.
Yeah,
Like,
but it was like, fuck, I didn't come up with Mr. Frundles.
he was,
Like, I didn't come up with
upset.
that combination of stupid words. But also, like, the fact is, like, when he starts, like, it's just like the way he, like, what's the word? The way he reassimilates everything into himself.
Yeah.
Disturbed the living shit out of me because
the
he
thing.
also assimilates objects too.
Yeah.
It gave me the same vibe as like the what's that called? Tryptophobia.
Right.
You know, where it's like you're covered in holes and shit like that. It kind of felt like that a little bit to me. But it really disturbed the shit out of me. And then I watched it later and I thought it was really funny. But like, yeah, it just upset me. That's the thing about weed to me.
Right.
It doesn't make me like it. I can't laugh at shit anymore. I just get disturbed and upset.
We-
Get
by
the
things.
psychoactive.
Yeah, it's really psychoactive to me. I'm just sensitive.
Weed just makes Colter feel the most unlucky.
It makes me feel unlucky. Also, it makes me like clam up really hard. It also makes me feel like
I can
it brings
see
back
that.
all my demons.
I'm a proponent that that exact
do you smoke
thing
weed?
right there is why I'm a proponent that weed is not for everyone.
Do you
Yeah.
smoke weed and you see the fucking Hat Man? Like
I
the
see the
shadow people.
yeah. I see the shadow. I see the guys from Ghost, the fucking shadow guys who drag you down.
You see
yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, I see Whoopi Goldberg in my
Damn.
sleep. She has the body of a spider.
Horrifying.
She's
Shout out
coming
to
for
Whoopi.
me.
Shout out to Whoopi Goldberg.
No, yeah, it just brings back all those existential thoughts that I really don't like to think about and really fuck with my brain.
Right, yeah.
You know,
That's fair.
It could do that.
I don't know. Like, well, you don't want to know what made me quit smoking weed? It was before I met you.
You didn't quit before you met me.
Well, I would do it occasionally, but I hated it.
Sure.
But
I believe it.
what made me quit smoking weed was in high school. I used to smoke all the weed. I smoked like that sounds like I didn't smoke weed at all. It made me sound like
I smoked all
yeah.
the
I used to smoke 3.5 weeds per month.
I smoked all
I started
the
smoking in 8th grade. What made me have a nervous breakdown was I was spending my senior year basically like huddled up in my room, watching Always Sunny at night, smoking weed, and like cuddling under the covers.
And
really,
that's what made you hate weed.
being really comfy. And I was happy. I was super stoked. I wasn't lonely or upset. I was like super stoked to be there.
Right.
You know, but I would watch Always Sunny, and it was on TV, so there would be infomercials in between, and that was just, you know, when you watch infomercials at 1 a.m., that's a really depressing situation.
I mean, if you're watching an infomercial that's like literally 20 minutes long, then it's like, fuck your life. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'd be doing after it's Always Sunny ended. Anyways, so I was just stoked to be there, but I would be turning down invitations to go to things,
okay.
and about 4 weeks passed where every single weekend I'm turning down an invitation to go to something.
Right.
And then at one point it just occurs to me while I'm watching Always Sunny, like, what am I doing with my fucking life? You know?
Fair.
And I'm just like, what am I doing? I'm like turning down every invitation. I'm like, I think what happened was this girl who was actually very sweet. She really wanted to like have sex with me. And she called me up literally drunk. And she was like, I want to fuck you. Come over. And it was a party. It was a party she was having. And all the people were like, yeah, she really wants to fuck you, dude.
Hell no, bitch.
And I was like,
she handed the phone off to a bunch of people that were telling you that.
My first thought was, well, they must be lying because it sounds like a trap.
Right.
Secondly,
no, you were just that gay.
I was just that gay. Secondly, I'm gay, and I wasn't out yet, and I was very close to being out, but it was like really upsetting because like I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
But also like, okay, she's shit-faced. She talked to me, and she was clearly shit-faced.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go.
That's not fun.
Gay or no, like I'm not gonna go fuck somebody who's that shit-faced.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
You know, but I also felt really bad for embarrassing her and not coming. And well, I don't know.
As if she didn't embarrass herself enough already by begging you to come.
Well, then I
over.
explained to her that I was gay the next day, and she was clearly like really kind of embarrassed and upset. Like I don't know. It just I'm not gonna say the name of the person, but
That's
like
sad.
I just felt so fucking bad.
Now.
The thing that really makes me upset about that is that I took her to senior ball, and so I kind of misled her. So I acknowledge that. But we had fun. We were friends, and like
That's the funniest thing that a gay man can ever do.
Me and
is
her
lead on a straight woman.
But wait, what in particular did this girl do to get you off the weed?
You know what it was?
Was it literally just like you realizing like what the fuck is my life?
It was me realizing what the fuck is my life. It was me. It wasn't that incident. That was the incident the week before. But like, it was me realizing like I'm not going out and socializing with people. I'm kind of huddled up in my room. I'm wasting my fucking life here.
So
and I had a fucking panic
the fact
attack.
that you didn't have sex with the girl, like go to her party.
No, it wasn't about having sex with the girl. It was about like.
That's what that sounds like. It's like you regretted just like not being anywhere but your fucking bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. That in itself is fair.
I didn't want to. No, I'm not saying I wanted to fuck. I'm just saying like,
No,
I would get invited to things, and But the thing is,
you regretted not even putting yourself in the position to like turn her down in person, basically.
Well, it was like eventually people were gonna stop inviting me to these things, and they did.
Sure.
Because I didn't fucking show up. So it's like, what's the point of inviting me?
Sure.
But the thing is,
you start crashing shit.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Like, well, how can you crash what you don't know is going on? That's the thing.
Yeah,
I was out of the loop.
That's also fair. I mean, like that's where I was at for most of I only ever went to like one high school party.
I'm sounding like a fucking loser right now talking about high school regrets and shit. But like,
definitely.
what I'm trying to say is that
it don't, because he explained the situation why you don't smoke weed.
Weed makes me too comfortable with doing absolutely nothing. It makes me too comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And that gives me a lot of existential terror. Not to be like it's like one of those like you should be working,
That's
like kind of
valid.
like hustle culture bitches.
Right.
But the thing is that like, yeah, no, you have so much time on this earth, and it's like to waste it smoking a bunch of weed and like sitting around all fucking day. It's not good for you.
I think definitely not.
You think it should have taken 2 years to fucking finish a short film? Like, no, it shouldn't have taken 2 years to do that.
That's on
me. And I want to kill myself every time I think about it. But like, no, it shouldn't take 2 years to do that. I used to be able to finish it in a fucking week.
Of course.
Like,
and you know, we got to get back on some, like, you know, like we don't have to make fucking high art, but we have to make something. We have to make stuff.
Well, I don't even know what my voice is anymore because I don't have people around me who collaborate.
I'm right fucking here.
Yeah.
Collaborate with me.
But then there's times where you get too depressed to collaborate.
I don't get too depressed to fucking collaborate unless like I'm literally like fucking dying from dysentery or some shit. You know? Like I am free of both.
I'll give you credit. You're the reason Dominic got finished. That movie. But
good lord, we made a feature film.
That
will never be seen.
But like, you should have shown up to New Metal, man.
I showed up to roughly
1 day.
2 days.
2 days.
Fucking
1.5. 1.5. The first
no,
day.
1.5.
No, 2 days. You showed up for 2 days. Okay, but the third day we really needed you.
Okay, the third day we really needed me, but also like I also did a bunch of shit before that day, like literally a year before that day.
You did do a bunch of shit. But still.
However much time after that day.
Yeah. I just don't want to be the fucking main cheerleader for things.
No, and that was what fucked me up about nu metal is that like I feel like
I was hiring
your presence was like you were there, but it's like you were insulated. It's like you had like fucking a wall around you. Where
That's
it's like
what you
I
want when you direct, though, kind of a little bit.
That's not how you work best.
Yeah,
is what I'm getting at. It's like if it were another director, that would probably work fucking perfectly. It's like, you know, above the line has to stay with above the line. All that bullshit. Everyone else has to just sort of be told what to do.
I think there's an extent to it because you can't have every single department coming up to the director at any one time and like just asking them a bunch of questions because that scatters the shit out of them.
Well, no, but like there was us, which was like your guys who were like your whisperers, and we had to fucking like
talk to the whisperers.
Well, that's the thing. It's
and
like,
then a game of telephone gets
like
played.
Me, Adam, Alex, Thomas, fucking trying to delegate shit and everything. It's like if you had a fucking megaphone.
Oh, that'd be
just
awesome.
Give Colter a megaphone and have Colter tell people what the fuck to do.
I would have loved a megaphone.
We're doing that next time. That's what we're doing. Because that's like we're doing...
Cut! That was bullshit. Do it again!
We're doing William Friedkin shit from now on.
Yeah.
70s style. Fucking let's do it for real. Because that I feel like that would be 10 times more effective.
I will say we did bring on... I think that we had like 5 too many people there. In terms of like the crew, I think the crew was actually really solid.
I wouldn't say 5 too many, just insofar as we didn't have enough space for everyone to work as effectively as necessary.
And it did scatter me a bit. I remember this never happened to me before, but I forget to yell cut.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to, also I really like having like a nice tail after scenes to like, you know, work shit in, but like I would... Alex
is a great AD.
He's a really good AD.
Alex is fucking solid. On top of his fucking shit.
I want a fucking megaphone. Yeah, give me a megaphone. I'll be like the Rage Against the Machine guy. I'm gonna be the Zach De La Roca, a fucking. You got the power, fucking. Ugh.
Now you do what I told you. I'm the director. Now you do what I told you.
Fucking God.
Yeah, I'd be so good at fucking yelling at people. Ugh. I want to yell at people.
And now you do what I told you. Fuck you! You do what I told you.
I'm not in directing for the art. I'm in for the power trip. That's what I'm in for. You know?
Of course, you fucking monster. Hitler.
Like I always wondered that. It's like, am I a monster in another circumstance? Like, you know, like what would I be? You know.
Only a little bit.
Yeah, I think a lot. You know, I think a lot of my bad luck, you know, over the course of my 20s, especially, has given me a bigger heart in a weird way. Like it's given me, I'm a lot nicer to people than I'm a lot nicer people than, I'm too nice. Like I'm too, I get scared of telling people off.
Okay.
I don't make them feel bad, you know? I don't know. Like I just get too empathetic.
It is like I don't want to insult you right now.
You want to mention William Friedkin.
Okay.
William Friedkin like might have a fucking chemical imbalance because he's fucking out of his mind.
Beat the fuck out of his actors right before calling action.
Yeah, he's an insane motherfucker. But like I will say, like the thing is, there's a reason why you've never seen a behind the scenes like a behind the scenes like 100 hours behind the scenes, which would be really useful.
Sure.
To any like prospective filmmaker, that'd be insanely useful. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. Like the equivalent of like that Let It Be documentary that came out with the Beatles. Like what was that, like 10 hours long? But like that, but with like filmmaking, right? That would be really fucking useful to people. But the reason why that hasn't been made yet is because instead it's like this heavily cut thing where you have a bunch of like talking heads going like, well, you know what really matters is story.
They're preserving the magic while letting you in on just the tiniest little fucking
little details,
of what
the reason
actually happened.
I think also one of the main reasons why is because if you're a director, there's going to be a day or multiple days where you have to be the asshole. You just do. You have to be like the piece of shit who comes in and like it's like you motherfuckers aren't doing your jobs.
Yeah.
And if you don't fucking do your jobs, I'm gonna shit can you.
Y'all don't watch sports.
Like
it's like being a coach.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's on full display is the thing.
cuss them out and get them in check. They gonna know this is just a part of the job.
It's like built, yeah, that's built in to see the blowouts there. But like with movies, like, you know, if you're making a saccharine, like, you know, romantic comedy,
Right.
you can't show the director like screaming at the fucking actors.
You fucking piece of shit, my fucking mother.
You can't
Yeah.
show David O. Russell like threatening to fucking murder, like, you know,
fucking hell.
Lily Tomlin or whoever the fuck it was.
I'm not saying it's going to equate to screaming either. It's just going to be like it's going to be a situation where it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Get your
Yeah.
fucking shit together.
Right.
Like, you know, you're going to be saying like, you know, something like that.
Oh, you know what I just rewatched?
What?
The Lost Boys.
Ooh.
And there was a little bit of an anecdote from behind the scenes of that because Corey Feldman went on Steve-O's podcast, Steve-O from Jackass.
I fucking love Corey Feldman.
Corey
I love
Feldman's
modern
fucking
day
fucked
Corey
up.
Feldman.
No.
Have you listened to his music?
Yes.
It's fucking wonderful.
Fucking Sensation Millennium or whatever.
Ascension Millennium, yeah.
Ascension, yeah. That video, the fact that he got fucking goddamn what's his face, Sean Astin in that shit.
Yeah.
That alone.
And he got
what the
Snoop Dogg
fuck?
in there too at some
Snoop
point.
Dogg wasn't in that
Fred,
video.
No, he wasn't in the
What?
video, but he was in that fucking he was in the album.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Fred Durst, I think, was there
What
too.
y'all talking about?
Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman.
Oh,
Goonies
we
again.
don't care about him.
We don't care.
We don't
about- No, I was telling him about the
Who's
Lost
we?
Boys the other day and explaining it's like, oh, you know, the two Corys were in it. And he's like, who? And I'm like, you fucking know who you have referred to the two Corys by that name, the two Corys. How do you not know who they are? He's like, I don't know.
I know. Yeah, but I clarified that I knew once.
He knew. Yeah, he knew.
discussed
He
it
knows
in
that.
the restaurant.
He knows that Corey Haim was a man who killed himself. That's what he
due
knows
to
about.
molestation and other things.
Well,
That probably also happened to Corey Feldman.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He turned to drugs, so the other one took his life.
Well, the very interesting anecdote about the Lost Boys
Right.
was that was apparently the first time that Corey Feldman did drugs. Was that
Oh.
his mom fucking had some friend that she was fucking with, and they were doing coke together, and like Corey Feldman was having like a tough time because they were doing night shoots, right?
Right.
He was having a tough time staying awake. So his mom was like, "Here, have some coke, Corey," and then fucking, you know, he would come in for the shoot the next day like zonked out of his mind because he's like fucked up still from like the night before. And Joel Schumacher like having to come up to Corey Feldman being like, "Yo, kid, I'm gonna fire your ass from my fucking movie." Like in seconds flat if you don't get your shit together right
Right.
the fuck now. Like, are you on drugs? And like that question having taken Corey aback because that was the first time anyone ever asked that of him.
Yeah.
Because of course, like, you know,
You know, Corey
course he was
Feldman
on
in that
drugs.
movie might be the perfect analog for how to be a director.
yeah.
Yeah, put on a fucking stupid voice. Yeah, the vampire. Like, what is his voice in that movie?
You got a serious vampire problem.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that.
And pretend like you know what you're doing.
silver, sunlight.
Yeah.
Like California douchebag, yeah. Like,
Pretend like you know what you're doing when you absolutely have no fucking idea what you're doing.
it's such a good
And that's how to
movie.
be a successful director.
It's such a good movie, but it's very like it's so gay. Like
very gay.
Like the brothers, they're brothers, and yet they act like they're about to make out in some like the way that like Corey Haim
Yeah.
and Jason Patrick are like fucking like
Mm-hmm.
in close proximity to each other. It's like they're about to fucking kiss. It's so weird. Like the way they touch each other. It's so fucked up.
Joel Schumacher, man. We love him.
Rest in peace, Joel Schumacher.
Wait, he
did.
died? Oh no.
Yeah, he died like in the last couple years.
People were probably so happy. Like nerds were so fucking happy. He's ready to Batman and Robin. I love that.
No, yeah,
fucking
people
movie.
fucking forgot that like he died or what, or just like didn't hear. No, you're not allowed to have my Sour Patch Kids. Stop fucking goddamn motioning towards my Sour Patch Kids. You get to have some Sour Patch Kids after the show, and that's if you keep being a good boy and not fucking begging for them. God damn it. This is the kind of I am running a fucking daycare. This show is a daycare for adults who are older than me.
How about gay care? With you.
Fuck
It's
off.
just you.
Prison.
Prison.
It's just a room that people go into and it's you waving.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
It's like a repurposed like karate dojo.
And by you, Colter really means me.
Right. That's what I mean, you, yeah. I'm looking at you and saying you.
And by me, Colter means Colter.
No.
Oh, this is the show we run here,
So
ladies
luck.
and germs.
Luck. What about it?
Is luck real?
Yes.
Does luck exist outside of humanity? Let's get philosophical here on the show.
No.
Do ideas exist outside of the human brain?
Yes.
I think that the human brain is good at coming up with ideas
Sure.
that can manifest themselves in real life. So, example, luck, right?
Okay.
Luck is how much. Luck can be measured. You know, it can't be measured directly, but I think it could theoretically be measured.
Yes, luck is one of the 7 special stats.
Right.
S being strength, P being perception,
Right.
E being endurance.
M being mana.
Do you know how to spell words, you fucking bitch? Colter got his video games confused there.
Plus
for a
1
second.
intelligence.
Minus 99999 racism debuff.
Speaking of which, I've been playing Baldur's Gate recently.
The new one?
Yeah, the new Baldur's Gate. It's fucking great. I love it.
Can't you like have sex with like a horse in that game or
Literally
some shit?
anyone in the Yeah, I'm playing as a druid, and you can talk to like it opens up the whole game in a new way because you can talk to various animals that just wander around.
Right.
Like they suddenly have voices and they have lines and
I
shit.
mean, if you're a druid, yeah.
Yeah, and it's actually really cute because if you're a druid and you you could have sex with characters while being a bear.
She doesn't look druish.
Yeah, it's there's literally bestiality in that game. There's also like this weird ogre creature. Like you bust in through these
Shrek.
doors and you see like the small man, like the small
What are you doing in my swamp?
literally like orc looking motherfuckers, this small little guy fucking this ginormous 20-foot woman. Like
Yes.
small dom.
Oh, so it's the Shrek
big sub
it's
type
the
shit.
Shrek
Yeah.
crossover with Austin Powers, where they play Mini-Me's sex tape.
Yes. It's like that. But anyways, you walk in on that. It's like suddenly that happened.
Rest in peace to Vern
and then
Troyer.
and suddenly you have to fight them.
You have to fight them because you interrupted
Yeah.
them fucking?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Or maybe you can talk your way out of it. I'm
Maybe
not sure.
you could talk your way out of it.
Join.
The game's really fun because
This
you can
little
actually talk
dude's
your
just
way out
got
of
his
lots
like
of things.
swinging dick like between his knees and his giant fucking like concubines like fucking pussy
Yeah.
that's bigger than him is just dripping.
Well, the whole point
And you
of the
can talk
game,
your way out of it.
the whole point of the game is that it feels the most like D&D
Sure.
of any other game. So there's even 20-sided dice in the game. There's actually 2 sets of
D&D
20-sided dice in the
being dinguses and derriers
Yes. Yeah. By Gary Gygax.
by Harry Hole Hacks.
Oh god, no, let's actually think of one.
No one's thought of a good Gary Gygax
Yeah.
pun ever. That's unfortunate.
Gay
Gay guy
Gay
gags. Gay guy gags.
gay guy gay sex.
Gay guy. Yes, gay guy gay sex.
Yeah.
Creative.
Oh. How much time do we have left? Too much fucking time by my count. Let's talk about something spooky. Let's talk about how unlucky it is that there is a fucking siren outside the apartment again.
I don't feel like luck exists. Put it out there like that. Things happen for a reason.
This man is a gambler, by the way, everybody.
Yeah. That's why I don't believe luck exists, because all this shit is manufactured.
Yeah,
fucking rigged.
Tezo thinks that the NFL is 100% rigged and
I think
predetermined.
all sports is rigged.
Or all sports, yeah.
Not predetermined, but they can make that shit up on the fly. They're like, oh, we got $2 million on the other side.
The
We
way
don't
you've
wanna
described it
lose that.
sometimes, you make it seem like it's scripted down to the play.
Sometimes it be like that. I believe.
Well, there's too many motherfuckers betting on you to get this many points. You got to get less.
They make that call, that Vegas call.
Yeah,
You don't want to lose that much money.
guess not.
They can't have these people out here eating like that.
Have
Why
you
you
ever
think-
gambled, Colter?
All you think gambling is getting
Yeah,
liquor back.
actually, last time I gambled, I won some good money.
Where was that?
I was
How
in,
was that?
in Atlantic City with Alex.
say I've never been to Atlantic City.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been through Atlantic City. I've never stayed in
I dropped
Atlantic
somebody
City.
out there.
Me and my friend, we were doing a gig out there for this corporate thing.
Yeah.
And we ended up. So, anyways, his parents were out there for some reason. I forget why. And they were like, it's like, hey, teach Alex how to gamble. They gave me $20.
$20.
Yeah, they gave me $20.
Get the fuck out of
Well,
here.
it's a $20 minimum. And so I'd
I'd assume that's the bare minimum.
And I went to the blackjack table and I just told him how blackjack works. And there was no one else there, so we got the good cards. And I was just telling him like conservative bets, like kind of thing, like don't overplay your hand, at the wrong times. Anyways, I turned that into like
why is this so humorous to me that Alex didn't know how to gamble?
It was like $120 I turned that into.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but then I decided I was like, it's like, fuck it. We're going to go to the roulette table. Because it wasn't my money,
You
right?
Fucking noob.
Yeah, I went to the roulette table, but there was no roulette table there. There was only the electronic roulette.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, let's bet it all on odd and
You
red.
Dipshit.
Right? So anyway, I'm picking the thing and it has a touch screen.
Right.
And I'm fucking up because the thing is like glitching out.
Right.
And it puts all of my money on red 17. I was like, oh, there goes my money.
Good job.
Yeah.
And then it starts, and then all of a sudden it hits red 17.
You motherfucker.
Yeah. And I was like, whoa, wait, what?
You won
what?
like $700.
What? And then I immediately was like, I'm walking away right now because
Don't do that again.
yeah, but it was awesome. Yeah, that was very useful to me.
Not look.
That's not what luck is.
I mean,
No, that's white privilege. They saw how fucking white you were.
they probably
once you
saw that I
walked
was
in.
new.
That doesn't.
They reconfigured their
Yeah,
systems.
I went to a fucking casino, having been there for the first time. I didn't get shit. All we did was lose money. Funny story about my parents. The only reason that I exist in front of you right now as a human being is because my dumbass fucking parents won some money gambling when they first started dating, and they took that as a sign that they should stay together, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they won maybe $200.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the late 80s or whatever the fuck. But yeah, like, have I ever told you that I'm a mistake? That's some luck for your ass. Me right here before
I love
you.
the word mistake.
That don't sound like look.
Yeah.
I mean, it's luck for my sake, having lived to the point of getting pussy.
That sounds like destiny. That doesn't sound like luck.
Destiny.
Yeah.
Manifest destiny.
It was destined to be.
Nah, let me tell this story real quick. It's not even. It's barely a story. I was conceived on a cruise ship. Apparently not on Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
but the timing is a little too close.
Did your dad write a article about it called "The Supposedly Gay Thing I'll Never Do Again"?
Have sex with my wife.
Yeah. On a cruise ship. Anybody out there who knows that? Yeah. It's not even a good reference. It sucks.
I don't even know what the fuck you're referencing. But yeah, that's something that happened. Was I was conceived
On the cruise ship.
I do
near
believe
Valentine's
that.
Day.
in fucking international waters.
I do believe that statistically there is the luckiest person in the world and the unluckiest person in the world,
Sure.
and that luck can change over time.
Yes.
And so it's not. It's a morphing thing. Luck.
Right.
Good
Don't believe
fortune
it.
can definitely add up. Bad fortune can definitely add up because I've experienced that, where just bad fortune will not fucking stop.
Yeah.
Where it's not only that things don't work out, it's one thing for things to not work out or disappointment and shit like that. But like simple things like I'm going to try to find like doubles back to fucking you over somehow.
It's the way the
It's like
world is
you're
set
punished
up,
almost.
like where certain systems will fuck you over constantly and whatnot. And like once
Yeah,
you fall
but-
into that feedback loop of shit, it's hard to dig your way out of it. You know?
I don't know. So,
I once went to a casino not to gamble, but to buy a few ounces of weed.
A few ounces of fucking butter fat for
My-
your pancakes.
My plug is definitely a gambling addict. And
Yeah.
I couldn't find them for a couple weeks.
so luck.
Mm-hmm.
Does it matter?
Nothing matters. on
don't
this
matter.
show, apparently.
None of this matters. Yeah. What would you? So, okay. How about this? Perspectives of the world, how the world works.
Sure.
Would you say you have I forget the psychological term for this, but an external. Fuck! I have hiccups now.
An external fuck.
An external pattern of. It's an external notion of motivation or something. I forget what the fuck it's called, but there's an internal and external. So basically, your idea of how the world works, it's like it's entirely out of your control. That's external. You know? It's up to God or whatever and fate and shit like that. That's where all that falls into.
Sure.
And then if you have an internal system of motivation, I'm probably fucking up the name of this. But if you have an internal sense of that, it's like, I am the master of my own destiny. I am the captain of my own ship. I am Gary
Sure.
V. It's like that kind of shit, right?
Who is Gary V?
Fuck Gary V. Go on.
Yeah. That kind of stuff.
Right.
Perseverance. So, what would you say you fall into? Of those two categories, which would you say you are beholden to?
Oh, God. I'd say external, but that just makes me feel like a fucking beta cuck,
Yeah.
Because, like, much of my circumstances are my own doing, supposedly,
Yeah.
At least in terms of what choices I have been given in this life. But, yeah, I don't know. Like some people, just by virtue of their circumstances, are at the whim of society and the external, factors of motivation. Or it's like, you gotta pay to fucking, live in a house and eat food.
I think what you
Enough
give
said.
off to others really does. If you have a sense of like confidence in yourself, I mean, confidence really is key.
Sure.
A sense of confidence in yourself really does help a lot. Guys, what do you think?
What's the question?
Do you have an internal system of like motivation or an external system of motivation? Do you believe that things are governed by fate or destiny or luck or whatever the fuck? Or do you think that like you're the master of your destiny, that you're the captain of your ship? So to speak?
Both.
It is a bit of both. Because, like, you as a person still have to make choices, like, within your fucking ability.
Yeah.
That you can encourage or discourage how your future
What I
goes.
have,
Like, if you're unable to make choices, like, regarding your own life, then you're a slave. Like, you're
Right.
100% fucking, beholden to
Whatever.
external motivations. Yeah.
I think I have more of an internal system of motivation,
Sure.
but that really that's why I'm so depressed all the time. It's because like all of the things that have like all of the wrong things that have befallen me, even things that were entirely out of my control, they were all my fault. That's what I really want to impart listeners with this episode.
Listeners,
Accountability.
listeners, anything
Yeah.
that you've ever done wrong in your entire life, that's on you.
Anytime anything
You're a gigantic fucking piece of shit, and you gotta sit with that, cocksucker.
anything that happened to you that was really bad,
Right.
your house burned down,
Oh, God.
it was an unforeseeable thing. That was all your fault. You
Fucking.
shouldn't have bought that house. What the fuck were you thinking?
What were you doing getting struck by lightning, you fucking idiot? You moron. Getting blown up in a fucking volcano, you fucking dipshit. It's on you.
Invest in crypto, you fucking archard.
Shouldn't have lived on a fucking volcano.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have lived in a place where earthquakes happen. You got sucked into the earth by a sinkhole, you fucking moron.
Yeah. Get a job, goddammit.
Get a job and quit getting killed by natural disasters, you fucking piece of shit.
Why don't you just decide not to be depressed? Why don't you just, I decided not to be depressed.
No, yeah, they're like,
I had a friend, unironically,
yeah.
tell me that once. And you know what? That friend is dead now. So I don't feel bad calling him out.
How did they die?
He fucking died from No, I shouldn't say.
Oh.
Drug-related shit, yeah.
He put his head down on a train track.
But anyways, there's a friend I used to hang out with because we used to do drugs together. And we really got along when it came to doing drugs. And also, actually, I will say one thing about this dude. He helped me, like, produce my... he helped me produce music in my garage and shit.
Yeah.
When no one else would. And he would show up every day and stuff, and he would actually kind of take it seriously. Kudos for that. Total dick, though. And everybody hated him. He was a creep. I don't know why I was the only person. Well, because we did drugs together, and he would get me drugs. And he would drive me out to the hood to go get drugs.
Good job. Colter's learning things about himself in this episode.
But that being said, he was really entertaining in interesting ways. One of the ways is that he would lie not only to you, but to himself constantly. One of the things he told me was like,
liars.
I told him, it's like, yeah, I'm kind of depressed, man. And he's like, I just decided to stop being depressed. And I was just like, fuck you. I love that, though. I think that that's actually really interesting. I think that if you're that much of a dupe, or like, honestly,
that just seems like most Twitter users. Honestly,
right?
That like they're like the mind over matter shit. Like they could convince themselves of literally anything.
Yeah.
Just because they convince themselves.
They're like
of
a hypnotist's wet dream.
Right.
Like, in that they like hypnotists want people who are suggestible, and these are the most suggestible motherfuckers out there, you know? And, they'll dance with a chicken and do a bunch of bullshit while their eyes are closed. I wish that happened once. That was really trippy.
It's like, you're under my spell. You're
Yeah.
under my spell now. You have to pantomime sucking this other guy who's under my spell's dick. But first, he's going to take his pants off.
I was at a furry convention, and this guy was like really into hypno. There's a certain contingent of like hypno furries. They're really into hypnosis, and most of them are very bad at it. I've heard
because it's for sex reasons. They're
Yeah, no,
trying
it's
to
for sex-
hypnotize
yeah.
some motherfuckers into having sex with them because they're rapists.
Well,
the consent is a little gray. However, there's a lot of them who are
It's
like,
a little gray.
well, I've seen one demonstrated once. Not fully, but it was like listen, like they were like
Literally,
doing
how to seduce women with hypnosis.
well, it was like listen, I'm going to go into your inner. I'm gonna pierce through the veil and get to your most vulnerable point. Do I have permission to do that? And all this kind of shit. There's all that weird like.
That's like people who get hypnotized are fucking dumb
Yeah.
as shit. Like I could fucking like shit in their brains.
However, there's this one moment. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
But there's this one moment where it was like, holy shit. Because this we were out in the lobby, and there was this guy who out of nowhere we were talking and was just like his boyfriend comes up, and he says something. I don't know what he said. Let's just say Alakazam or some shit, you know?
Right.
He says something, but before he even finishes before he says the Zam in Alakazam, the dude's already flopped down to the fucking floor. And by the way, there was a coffee table next to him. He almost fucking like
banged his head
against the corner. Like, it was so close. And I was sitting there like, he flopped the fuck down in such a way where it was like, wow, that either that was very well rehearsed or like, holy shit, this might
This
be
is
the most...
the dumbest person alive.
Yeah.
This is the stupidest fucking idiot.
But I was like, wow. I was kind of amazed. I wish I was filming it. Yeah, I didn't get it on film.
I honestly, I would relish if like a hypnotist could actually like pull that shit on me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I know it would never fucking like I hear too many stories. Like I never saw this in person, but like they would have the hypnotist shows at like the county fair, right? You know, motherfuckers go to the fair and it's like, oh, I saw the hypnotist show, and there was like this dickhead on stage who kept like fucking, you know, whenever the hypnotist would turn around, he would go out of his fake trance and he would like, you know, make a face or whatever for the audience, you know, shit like that. Where it's like that would be less fun for me than to actually like
Do you think
somehow fall under some fucking trance.
Do you think that sex is its own kind of hypnotism?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because like when you're fucking,
No.
right, and you're really horny,
Seduction,
right?
art of seduction.
You're willing to do a bunch of shit that you wouldn't normally do. It's like a bunch of shit that's not normally hot to you is suddenly hot now. It's like,
Only in brief, like that's hormones.
Yeah.
That's like, you know,
oh yeah, cut my balls, like, you know, that
cut
shit,
my balls. What the
cup
fuck?
my
Oh,
balls.
cup.
But like,
It's like grab those scissors over there on the nightstand.
yeah, some people might be into that.
Ugh.
Pain Olympics.
Sponsors, contact us at.
We're not gonna. Are we?
Oh, I hope so.
Have you been proactive about that?
Fuck, how do I be proactive about that? We don't have listeners.
Hi, we're a podcast.
You can't just hit up sponsors when you have no listeners.
You're right. They have to hit you up.
We ain't got no video, so it's hard to have they.
Yeah, our videos are all don't have our face on them,
I think we should recreate the John F. Kennedy assassination, but with us. You know.
and we do it even better.
Yeah. So you as Lee Harvey Oswald, because you definitely have that kind of vibe.
But what if I want to die?
Tez as
I want to be
JFK.
dead.
You want to be dead?
Yeah.
So okay, well, no, it's not as funny because you want to be that.
Oh.
Tez gets to be JFK. I get to be Jackie O with the pillbox hat, fucking like reaching out for the Secret Service guy.
We get Tez's hair done like JFK's hair, and you have to be in full fucking regalia. You have to be like perfect Jackie O.
Yeah, I'll do it.
No, we do a remake just of JFK, the movie with Kevin Bacon.
A shot-for-shot remake of that nightmare of a movie. That's like amazing.
Yeah, just like the gay
But
sex scene in the middle, like fucking.
Yeah, the gay sex scene in the middle where they're all painted gold.
Oh,
Was JFK really an alien? Let's get into that.
JFK definitely chewed gravel for a
he
living.
definitely has some disorders.
He may or may not have had a couple extra chromosomes floating around in his DNA.
His
He busting
dad
the bitches down.
was one of those ruthless motherfuckers who ever lived. You know that he stole
His
the
dad
election?
was Joseph Jackson.
You know that he kind of stole the election from Richard Nixon? Not to defend Richard Nixon, but like his dad.
I hear how people like blame like the debate, the first televised debate.
The televised debate became like the historical moment,
Right.
and honestly, and truth be told, John F. Kennedy was a lot more charismatic than Richard Nixon, obviously.
No shit.
However, his dad was also going with suitcases full of money to delegates. There's debate of whether or not,
If you know the mob, you can understand it.
there's debate of whether or not that would have helped, like especially in Illinois, in particular. But no, his dad was a fucking his dad was a bootlegger, and then something else, and then something else. He was a
something else.
criminal
and something
fucking.
else.
He's a
He's with
criminal
the mob.
fucking mastermind, man.
The
He
outfit.
ruled. I love him. Shouts out to JFK and his family. Shouts out to the Kennedys.
Imagine being like fucking like Lex Luthor, and then you get all of your children into office,
Yeah,
like every single one.
that's how he beats Superman.
That's how he beats Superman.
Yeah.
Alone. Yeah.
Superman's a fucking loser.
Like if anything,
Yeah.
if James Gunn does anything in this next Superman, series of films, is that Lex Luthor has to be black as shit, and he has to outfuck Superman.
Why he gotta be black
How about
and shit?
how about Steven?
Because he has to be on his Nick Cannon shit. He has to just fuck constantly and have like he's got to name all of his kids Lex, like he's George Foreman or something.
Did they cast a black person as
No,
Lex Luthor?
I don't think they cast anyone yet,
Yeah.
or they haven't announced it.
That was horrible. The Jesse Eisenberg Lex Luthor.
Well, yeah,
That was horrible.
it's fucking retarded.
Oh man, that movie was amazing. Fucking, I love. You know what? I saw Brightburn. I actually kind of liked Brightburn.
Never saw it.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Never saw it.
It was really fucking disturbing, but it was interesting because it was like, yeah, that's what Superman would really be. He'd be a fucking sociopathic nightmare.
Lame.
No,
Lame.
No.
Man of Steel did it already.
yeah, he destroys an entire city.
Fucking Murder Man. The goddamn Murder Man meme from back then.
Yeah.
Transferred from Invincible over to Superman. Because they used to call, like, back when Invincible was only in the comics, they used to call him Murder Man.
I think Lex Luthor has a point
Yeah.
about Superman.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you're, approaching it from the dumb, like, fucking, like, Republican angle of, oh, humans have to lift themselves up by their
No.
bootstraps.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
It's very Randian.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor is very Randian.
Yeah.
However, in this particular case, I think Lex Luthor has a point. This fucking, like, superior ass motherfucker just appears out of nowhere and just suddenly is better than everybody else just automatically. That's unfair.
That's if you're taking
That's
shit
not fucking
damn.
fair.
just on its face.
That's like saying you don't like black people, Colter.
How do you mean? Elaborate. You can't, motherfucker. You just said not to say it.
It's like, damn, this nigga better than me. I running, jumping. We gotta knock this nigga
This is
down.
literally the best joke that Tez has ever made.
Yeah. No, fuck.
Said, "Damn, this dude gotta get rid of this nigga, man. We gotta ban him."
Okay, your whole entire thesis fucking falls apart with the fact that Superman's a white guy.
That's why he took so much issue with me wanting to make Lex Luthor black. It's
Yeah.
because he knows black people are better than everyone else. It's fucking just fact.
That's
At
the
football and basketball.
that's the entire plot of Get Out. No?
I ain't gonna say nothing else. At football, look, y'all got Jokic. He ain't American, but Jokic, he know how to hoop. He got white
She
skin.
what? Wait, Joker what?
Jokic.
Jokic?
Yeah, Nikola Jokic.
Joe Gage.
Jokic.
What?
Jokic.
What the fuck is? What the fuck?
He's Serbian. It's a Serbian name.
Who is that?
You're talking about a man that he's never heard of before and
never
is
heard
fucking
Nikola
melting his
Jokic.
brain. You see, Coulter knows the Joker because he's a fucking dumb American
That's his
bitch.
nickname. His nickname is the Joker.
Like, I don't even know who he's talking about. Some Serbian motherfucker. Goddamn sports ball,
What?
everybody.
Tess, what the fuck are you?
Nikola Jokic.
Oh, okay, basketball player. Oh, for sure. Big guy.
7 foot.
He's a big guy
Damn.
for you.
For you.
For you.
Yeah.
He's around John's age.
Do you think he was channeling George Takei with that?
Oh my.
Yeah, it feels very George Takei.
Oh my, CIA, I'm going to fuck your ass.
Patrick
'cause I'm
Stewart
big.
meets George Takei. It really does. Really does feel that way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's cute.
I remember Tom Hardy in interviews saying that he thought that was like a gypsy accent. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
This is why actors are just lucky. You know?
Actors are just fucking dipshits.
Wasn't Tom Hardy like a crackhead for a long time too? Yeah.
Damn, put
And
it
he's
on
also kind of gay, and he kind of fucks
Yeah.
dudes.
him. Put it on him.
It's honestly hot.
No, he's like
He's
like
cute.
someone asked him if he's ever had sex with men, and like before he's like, I'm an actor, of course I've had sex with men.
It's awesome. He's
Tom Hardy rules.
Tom Hardy's a real cutie.
Venom,
He
ladies
actually
and
is
gentlemen.
quite cute. I do think.
How did he end up as fucking Venom?
I don't know. They just cast him because he was actor man.
Yeah,
Some people need money.
it's like, oh, you were Mad Max in the best Mad Max movie, even though you were kind of the worst Mad Max.
He was the worst Mad Max, but he worked.
But it works because Mad Max is sort of, you know, they made a formula out of Mad Max not being the main character in his own movie.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck, you know.
But like, yeah, that made me
Like
sad.
like
though.
I didn't give a shit. Like, you know, Mel Gibson
But once the movie got going,
is
I
fine
didn't give a
in
shit.
those movies.
Yeah, the movie's really cool. Although I really didn't like the lack of blood in that movie. If we're gonna talk about Mad Max, I can talk about
okay.
Mad Max.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Okay,
Talk about what kind of
Never
luck
seen
you
it.
gotta be born, or what kind of luck you have to have in order to be born in the Mad Max world.
ooh,
The Mad Max universe.
Only Mad Max I know is from Shotters.
The fuck?
Yes, sir.
Only Mad Max I know is from Stranger Things. Yeah.
the thing is that Mad Max 1 and Mad Max 2,
Yeah,
Road Warrior, were very gory movies.
sure.
You know, they were fucking awesome. Like people get ripped apart. It's fucking awesome.
People's eyeballs
Rules.
pop out of their heads.
This is the Mad Max we recognize.
Who the fuck is that?
From Shotters, this is the Mad Max. That's Mad Max.
And
Shot us.
That's the real Mad Max.
I forget that there's like a show called Shot Us.
It's a movie. I don't know about the show. You have to inform me about the show, Colter.
Wait, is it a movie or is it?
I know a movie. I don't know about a show. A
Oh.
very short movie. Well, it's not very short. It's only like 90
I've only
minutes.
seen the poster. I've never seen the actual show. But like,
90
It could
minutes
be a
is still a
TV show.
movie.
yeah.
I mean, oh, I got to give my review of a certain film that Tezo.
Oh, yeah,
showed
go ahead.
me. Last night, since we're doing the Stanley Kubrick versus the Hood series on this show, I guess, I was introduced to the film produced, written, directed by, and starring
Percy Miller.
Percy Miller. Repos. This is like a fucking. I think it was shot on video. It looked like it was shot on video because Jesus Christ. This movie about repo men, starring Master P and Michael Blackson, where they work for Cat Williams, Yeah. Cat Williams is their boss. He wears like a fucking cowboy hat and talks in like a southern accent and shit the entire time, like he's he's character actor man, right? And fucking well, really, like, the highlight of the movie is just like the fucking what I assume was mostly improv jokes. Because, like, Master P claims that he wrote this movie. Like, no one wrote this movie. This movie just exists. This movie just came into being one day in the early 2000s. Like, like, the one thing that I will say that Master P wrote was that he wrote in as a element of his character that he was fucking irresistible to women. That every woman in the fucking movie wanted to have sex with Master P.
Pretty much.
And then Michael Blackson gets the short end of the stick. Basically every regard. Every regard. Even though he's like the main character. All in all, I give the movie a solid 6.5 out of 10.
I did not expect it.
What's a 10 out of 10 to you?
A 10 out of 10, Jesus Christ. The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I knew that would piss you off, Colter. That's
Wait,
why I said
are you
it.
serious, though?
No, I'm not serious. A 10 out of 10, God. That's rough. I can't even... Like the most I could say was, like, I would give, like, a 9.5, and that'd be, like, just one of my favorite movies would be, like, The Big Lebowski. And that's, like, a movie I would compare to Repos insofar as they have a loose framework and not like too much of a concrete plot. Mm-hmm. And like, I don't want to like take too many points away from Repos because of that, but I will take points away from the fact that it looks like it was made by fucking 12-year-olds in a weekend.
Hilarious.
A very funny movie though. So that's my review.
That guy sucks.
You got mad at me that I called Batman good.
The Batman.
I love that movie.
Batman? Fucking awesome.
I love the Batman.
Batman
you don't even
Returns?
like Batman.
Batman Returns?
Oh,
fucking
fuck
amazing.
off.
Dark Knight.
It's like
Dark
the
Knight.
Batman movie for people who don't actually like Batman.
Oh, no. You want to know my favorite one?
What?
Batman and Robin.
Okay, yeah, I know that one.
Batman
I know you
2000.
like that shit.
I fucking love that shit. That's my favorite shit in the whole world. That movie's awesome.
That's why you got to watch The Flash. It's because George Clooney comes up at the end. He's like, hello, Ezra Miller, convicted fucking aggravated assaulter in Hawaii. No.
Big booty bitches.
Big booty bitches, what? Big booty bitches, what?
I got big booty bitches, big booty bitches. I got big booty bitches, big booty bitches.
Whoop! Whoop! Spaghetti time. Whoop!
I think that. How about we just end our episode with that song?
No, let's conclude. Let's at least let's have some kind of conclusion.
From the hit duo A Lost People, the year 2009 or
What
whenever
do
that
you
song
all
came
think
out.
about Friday the 13th as a whole?
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about that.
Oh yeah, it's the Friday the 13th episode, maybe sort of. I don't know. Friday the 13th just as like a day about superstition and shit.
In the month of Halloween.
In the month of Halloween. Okay, yeah, we're double dipping. It is October. I don't know. I think the iconography is pretty cool.
Are you guys excited about Halloween? Yeah,
Fuck yeah. Yeah, no, I'm excited about Halloween for the first time in a long time, actually.
I mean, like, it depends. Some years I don't really feel it. Like, I don't feel it in the air. Like, the weather doesn't really match the Halloween atmosphere.
I always try to get in the Halloween spirit, but sometimes it doesn't work,
Yeah, it depends. Some years I dress up, some years I don't, blah, blah, blah.
It's different out here.
Yeah.
I wear the same costume every fucking year. Mm-hmm. So it's...
You wear the same costume every fucking year? That's why you don't like Halloween?
No, I love Halloween.
You need to change.
It's not about changing my costume. It's about just fucking, like, I like my costume.
What is your costume?
I made a custom t-shirt. Let me go get it. Hang on, actually. I'll show you.
But yeah, I haven't worn a costume for Halloween in a minute.
I was thinking about wearing one this year. I don't know what I'm going to be, though.
I want to, but I only would do it at a party or something. Probably.
I should probably figure this out by the 10th, It's October 7th already. Oh, fuck, it's already October 7th. Jesus Christ.
my cool homies, I think, going to LA. I would like to go to Chicago for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds lit. Take my nephews and nieces trick or treating or something.
I'm going to Chicago on November 30th.
What?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe it? You don't have to believe it. It's happening.
That they don't even exist unless you're talking about like December 2nd.
Okay, well, I can't find the fucking costume.
Try to get me.
What do you mean?
Talking about he going to Chicago on November 30th.
Who?
Yeah.
Colter.
Yeah,
Him?
that's me.
Why?
What do you
Why?
think? What do you think?
Why?
What do you think?
Say it.
What do you think?
Say it, you dirty degenerate. Say it, you
I'm,
fucking fiend.
Guess it actually worked.
I'm going to a furry convention.
You don't say.
Biggest in the whole fucking world, yeah.
No, yeah, you said you were looking forward to that at some
Yeah,
point.
it's
Yeah.
fun.
On
Also, my
November
sister's
30th.
out
You
there,
said it
so I
was
get to hang out with her.
the biggest one is in Chicago.
Yeah. Well, it gets traded off between the one in Pittsburgh and the one in Chicago. But in fact, actually, this year, I know this because I'm fucking weird. And this is
Okay.
I'm like showing my whole ass here. So
Go on.
the Pittsburgh one this year is called Anthrocon,
Sure.
and that's one of the oldest ones, and it's run by this guy named Uncle Kage, who is an entire fucking
Kage?
yeah Kage. Kage.
Oh,
He's
so
a
like
weird.
Hokage.
He's a weird like a Jim Norton ass looking white guy with a lab coat
Who's
on.
Jim Norton?
we would have to get into the history of an entire religious sect in order.
He's
to-
a he's a wormy He's a wormy
I'm
bald
just
guy.
Google him.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim Norton.
Yeah.
I thought you said.
See, John did.
However,
I thought you meant Jim Jones for a second.
I'm sounding like I'm about to talk shit about him, but
My brain just melted. Continue.
I will say that he did actually establish a very good relationship between the city and the con. So they have like a whole block party that happens. It's pretty cool, actually. However, usually that was the biggest one until MFF kind of toppled them over because they're more, in part because they're more cool with like kink shit, and they're a little more liberal with things.
I like how this is. You sort of like started being a furry, and you were like, "Oh, the sex isn't even really that big of a deal," and like now it's just like fucking forever ingrained into this shit that motherfuckers are having orgies in back rooms, and it's
Yeah.
like, it is what
In
it is.
back room.
Fucking awesome. It's fucking cool. I love it.
Culture loves the orgy.
Yeah, I don't love the orgy. I love the fact that people are having them. They're enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
What's it called? You
Don't do that.
What's it called? Voyeur.
I'm not a voyeur. No, I'm just
Liar.
I'm like a voyeur in the fact that I'm glad that people like I go down a hallway full of hotel rooms, and I'm glad that there's fucking happening at least 50% of
This
these
is
for
just
hotel
doors
rooms.
open and you could see the fucking.
I don't need to see the fucking. I know it's there because I can hear the
This is
noises
just
coming from outside.
imagination.
It tingles your spidey sense. You just know it's happening.
It doesn't turn me on. It makes me feel.
I didn't
warm
say it
inside.
turned you on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you know it's happening. You fucking
Yeah.
pervert.
You just asked me about voyeurism. You fucking piece of shit.
You can be a voyeur, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you're fucking jerking off in the corner.
Point is, Anthrocon beat out MFF by one person this year.
Okay.
Exactly one person, which is actually kind of impressive. So MFF will probably beat him out this year. They're getting big. These cons are getting
believe
huge.
That's what she said.
They get bigger and bigger every year. And I got to say, it's actually a pretty steady
I got a
rise.
joke, but I don't know if it's appropriate.
I think that one
Do it.
day, by the time we're all 80 years old, everybody will be furry. Everyone.
Big booty bitches.
I got big booty bitches, big booty bitches. I got big booty bitches, big booty bitches. Oh! Anyway, follow us on Instagram.
Hey, if your luck is down, you know what you should do?
What?
Get down to Atlantic City.
Get down, get
If your
down.
luck is down.
Play some
Get
blackjack.
down, get down. Get
Make
down,
conservative
get
bets.
down.
Don't sway from that. Your money will eventually go up. Okay? You were destined for this.
Dun,
Maybe.
dun, 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 dun,
And then go blow that shit on the roulette wheel.
Dun, 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 dun. Get down on
And
it.
then fuck 'em all up, man.
Down on it.
Take their money.
Get down on it. Ba-da-da.
Don't play slots.
Used to play that song in marching.
Get down on it. Get down on it. Shake it around.
A lot of old black songs.
Bet everything on 25 black. No, wait, that's red. Sorry.
17
it's odd.
red.
Yeah.
You fucker.
Bet everything on 17 red next time you're in a casino.
Follow us on Instagram at yuk.time, Twitter/X at yuckoprime.
Play craps.
Subscribe
Have
to us
no
on
idea
YouTube.
how craps is played, but play it anyway.
Subscribe to us on YouTube. Smash that like button. Smash a fucking pussy. We're out of here.